Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Joy's channel. I'm your host, Joyce. Today, I'm going to share my self-evaluation with you. I'm dividing my speech into 4 parts: SWOT analysis, feeder words, 7 presentations, conclusion, and solution. Let's move on SWOT analysis. In strengths, I have good eye contact and I can speak without any script. In weakness, sometimes I'm too nervous to speak. Also, I have many mispronunciations. Besides, I always forget to wear a smile during a speech. In opportunity, I have more practice and I think my introduction is good. In straight, sometimes I didn't know what my hands are doing and I think my posture is good either. It's not good either. Let's turn to feeder words. I've divided into 3 parts: big screen, forward, others. You may think, what is others? There are self-prepared post, repetition, hair, and mispronunciation. As you can see the bar chart, the most time in big screen is the 6th presentation, and the least time is the 2nd presentation because I didn't have PowerPoint in the 2nd presentation. For forward part, there is the most time in the 5th presentation and the least time in the 3rd presentation because I brought my script to a presentation, so I didn't need to remind my script. In 7 presentations, I will introduce other field words for each speech. Also, I will share my disadvantage and advantage for each presentation. Therefore, I will score myself in the end. In the first speech, there are 7 mispronunciations, 3 repetitions, 5 pause, 3 self-repair, and 1 time earn and end. For disadvantage, I was too nervous to speak fluently and I paused too long. I always miss a sound in the end of the word. I think this is the biggest shortcoming in this speech because if I miss a sound, it will totally change the tense of the word. For advantage, I didn't touch my hair, so I gave myself 74 points in this speech. In the second speech, there are 1 mispronunciation, 6 pause, and 1 I pronounce words like words. Also pause too long. For advantage, I didn't touch my hair again, and I think I spoke more fluently than last one. Therefore, I scored myself 78 points in this speech. In the third presentation, there are 4 mispronunciations, 1 repetition, 5 pause, and 3 self-repair. I mispronounced strength and also miss a sound in the end, feathers. And I think the biggest shortcoming in this speech is that I read script. And for advantage, I didn't touch my hair. Therefore, I scored myself 72 points in this speech. In self-introduction, there are 2 mispronunciations, 6 repetitions, 4 pause, and 11 self-care and 3 times and end. I mispronounce genre and I pronounce fry like fries. I misuse he and she. Besides, I want to say I've read many times, but I said I've seen many times. And I touch my hair and glasses once in this speech. When I use microphone, I always put it too close to my mouth. So when I bring things, the blowing sound is more louder and it will become noisy. And I think I spoke more fluently than last one. And I didn't bring my script. Besides, I think in this speech, my introduction and conclusion is good. I think I have less pause than previous speeches, so I gave myself 83 points in this speech. In 7 ups and 3 downs, there are 2 mispronunciations, 5 repetition, 9 pause, and 5 self-repair. I misuse to stand, I say to standing, and touch my hair 4 times in this speech. Also, my hands are clasped in this speech like this because because it was too cold and I tried to be more warm. For advantage, I didn't bring my script and I stand more middle of the room. Therefore, I gave myself 79 points in this speech. In movie, there are 3 mispronunciations, 4 repetitions, 12 pause, 8 self-repair. I miss S sound in the end of the word stance. I pronounce names like lace. I'm always looking at the big screen in this speech. And I think my introduction and conclusion in this speech are good. And I was less nervous. Didn't touch my hair as well. So I gave myself 80 points in this speech. In Thai tunnel, there are 9 mispronunciations, 7 repetitions, and 12 pause, 11 self-repair. I mispronounce tunnel, journey, and college. I always miss S sound and ED sound in the end of the word. I think it is the biggest problem in this speech. I misuse 2033. I say 2033. I also misuse him. I say I should say her, but I say him. And I touch my hair once. For advantage, I stand in the middle of the room. And I look at the big screen less than previous speech. I had music in this speech. Also, I think my introduction in this speech is good. So I gave myself 85 points in this speech. After my self-evaluation, I conclude all my mistakes that I can improve. The first one is mispronunciation. I should ask friends or teachers how to pronounce and practice the word more and more times. The second one is pause. I should have more practice. The third one is big screen and forward. I should monitor myself not to look at big screen and forward. That brings to the end of my presentation. I hope all of you enjoy it. Thanks for watching.